Usually concentration of solution is expressed in terms of different methods. We have taken molarity, we have taken molality, mole fraction, weight by weight percentage, weight by volume percentage, and then lastly we have taken normality also, right? But the problem here in this case is sometimes what happens in case of certain solutions, any one of this method is not suitable, not useful in the market, right? For example, you are a scientist and you are working with, say, for example, solution chemistry. On fine day morning, you are in need of hydrogen peroxide solution. You want, say for example, for your experiment in the lab, you want a zero point 0.2 molar hydrogen peroxide. You are searching in the lab, you are not having any sample labeled as H2O2 0.2 molar. Fine. Now suppose for example, if you're, I got it better, I got it, I got it, I got it, I got it. I got it, right? Listen to me, listen to me. Okay, fine, fine. So you are in need of a solution known as concentration hydrogen peroxide solution. Now the question is, suppose for example, if you are having requirement of 0.2 molar, it will not be available in the lab. What you have done, you went to the chemicals shop and you are asking to the person, give me 1 liter of 0.2 molar hydrogen peroxide solution. What is it? 0.2 molar hydrogen peroxide solution. That chemistry, the chemical shop person says, beta, we don't have any sample like that. Not only I am not having, in the whole market, you will never find out molar in hydrogen peroxide concentration in terms of molarity or molality or molarity, normality, mole fraction is used. Then he says, in case of hydrogen peroxide, a special method of expressing concentration is used, known as volume strength, known as volume strength, right? Now he will give you the bottle on which there will be some statement called as, label is given as 10 volumes, 20 volumes, 30 volumes. You are again asking to the person, no, 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 I want 0.2 molar. He said, no, beta, in the market, it is always available in this way. Now you should learn how to convert this volume strength to your demand, 0.2 molar, 0.1 molar. That statement of the shopkeeper is becoming now as IIT question, that how you are going to convert if any sample is given to you. If suppose for example, you have been given 10 volumes of H2O2, how to make it 0.1 molar, how to make it 0.2 molar. That means you have to create a relation between volume strength of hydrogen peroxide in the market available and your demand. Your demand is, I want molarity. Yes, that we are going to learn today, right? Remember, hydrogen peroxide, concentration of hydrogen peroxide, strength of hydrogen peroxide is measured, expressed in terms of volume strength of hydrogen peroxide. As on the bottle of H2O2, they will write 10 H2O2, 10 volumes, 20 volumes, 30 volumes, something like that. Today we try to learn what is the meaning of 10 volumes, what is the meaning of volume strength of hydrogen peroxide. Come on. What is the meaning of that? Suppose, for example, if I take H2O2, remember one thing about H2O2, that hydrogen peroxide is a very unstable substance, right? It will undergo decomposition, but decomposition of hydrogen peroxide is a very slow process, very slow process. Decomposition of hydrogen peroxide is a very slow process, right? Usually what doctor says, that hydrogen peroxide is used to clean the wounds. It is also used to remove the sticky material available in your ears, right? Especially, right, in case of kids. If suppose some mother is asking a doctor, I want to remove sticky material from the ear, he will suggest hydrogen peroxide solution. But remember, always in chemical shops, H2O2 solution will be supplied in medical shops in small bottles, because you cannot keep for long time. Suppose one mother is using H2O2, right, today, and after 1 month again she is having a problem with her kid, then she should not use same sample of hydrogen peroxide, because of the time duration, automatically slowly it converts to water. So hydrogen peroxide is a very unstable substance. However, the decomposition of hydrogen peroxide to water and oxygen is a slow process, right? In our class, we are studying decomposition of hydrogen peroxide. So if I say, sir, label on the bottle is 10 volumes, what is the meaning? The meaning is, if you take 1 liter of this H2O2 and if you heat it, then you will get 10 liters of oxygen. You will get 20 liters of oxygen. You get 40 liters of oxygen. Whatever be the quantity of oxygen you are getting, that itself is called volume strength of hydrogen peroxide. I'm repeating once again. Just wait a minute. Just wait a minute.
Assalamu alaikum, sir.
What is the quantity of oxygen released? But remember, oxygen should be measured at STP or NTP. So what is the quantity of oxygen coming out? That is itself is called volume strength. Suppose, for example, one student saying, sir, I have taken 1 liter. First of all, we should take 1 liter. 1 liter is conditioned. If I take 1 liter of hydrogen peroxide and if it is strongly heated, how much amount of oxygen you are getting? That oxygen must be measured at STP or NTP. Suppose, for example, we are saying, sir, I am getting 20 liters of oxygen at STP. Volume
Yeah.
strength is 20 volumes. Suppose that boy says, no, no, sir, I am getting 10 liters of oxygen at STP. Label should be 10 volumes. One boy is saying X liters of oxygen. The volume label is X volumes. Therefore, label of volume strength is nothing but only oxygen. How much amount of oxygen we are getting from 1 liter of hydrogen peroxide. But oxygen should be measured at STP condition. How to proceed? Volume strength of hydrogen peroxide. Set concentration of H2O2 solution is measured in terms of volume strength. Very good, right? We don't use talking about that molarity, normality, etc. Let volume
Yeah.
strength of hydrogen peroxide solution is 10 volumes. 10 volumes. 1 liter of solution. What is the meaning of 10 volumes? 1 liter of the solution upon heating gives you 10 liters of oxygen measured at STP. Yes, if you are having label of 10 volumes, 10 liters of oxygen. But coming from where? 1 liter. And what is the condition? STP for oxygen. Only two things you have to remember. How much oxygen is coming at STP? Point number one. And what is the sample quantity? Sample quantity is fixed always, 1 liter. So if I take 1 liter of H2O2 sample, right? Suppose, for example, someone is saying, sir, I am getting 33 liters of oxygen at STP. Okay, go ahead. It is called 33 volumes, like that. So 1 liter of solution labeled as 10 volumes of H2O2 should give you 10 liters of oxygen measured at STP. That is the meaning of volume strength of hydrogen peroxide. Now, let us take conversion. What is my job? My job is not only definition, sir. My job is I want to prepare 2 molar solution, 0.2 molar solution from the commercial H2O2 sample. This is commercial sample. On the commercial sample, there is a label 20, 10, 10, 30, 40 volumes. I want to my use, sir, today I am doing experiment with 0.2 molar. How to convert? Come on. H2O2 undergo decomposition to form H2O and oxygen. Let us have balanced equation. I can write 1 H2O2 gives you 1 water plus half mole of oxygen. No problem. That is also correct. 2 moles of H2O2 gives 1 mole of oxygen according to equation, right? Achha, 2 moles gives you 1 mole. No, 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 no. I want 1 mole of H2O2. What is the meaning of 1 mole of H2O2? 34 grams. Yes, 34 grams of H2O2 gives half mole. What is the meaning of half mole of oxygen? 11.2 liters of oxygen. Therefore, according to the equation, 34 grams of H2O2 sample, any sample, 34 grams of H2O2 should give you 11.2 liters. No, sir. In my sample, I am getting only 10 liters of oxygen. Come on. If it is 10 liters of oxygen, what will be the corresponding weight of hydrogen peroxide? Right? That weight of hydrogen peroxide is available in 1 liter sample labeled as 10 volumes. Learn properly, learn properly. 2 moles of H2O2 gives 1 mole, half mole, 34 grams gives you 2 moles, half mole, 1 mole I have taken, 34 grams gives you half mole of oxygen, 11.2. 11.2 liters requires 34 grams of H2O2. Sir, I am having only 10 liters of oxygen. How much is required? Weight of hydrogen peroxide in 1 liter of its solution labeled as 10 volumes is 10 into 34 by 11.2. If you simplify this, then what we can say, sir, I want to get molarity. No problem. Molarity of hydrogen peroxide solution labeled as 10 volume should be, what is molarity? Weight by molecular weight, 1 by volume of solution liters. What is weight? Weight is all this. What is molecular weight? 34. And what is volume? 1 liter solution. How to proceed? Molarity is equal to weight 10 by 11.2 into 34 by molecular weight also 34 into 1 by 1. What is this one? Here. What is this one? Volume of solution 1 liter. If you simplify, you get 10 by 11.2. No, 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 no. What is this 10, sir? This 10 is actually label. Therefore, if you replace this by the word volume strength, then you can get a small short representation. What is that? Volume strength is equal to molarity into 11.2. Yes, sir, we got a relation in between volume strength and molarity. Okay. Similarly, I can say normality is equal to molarity into valency factor. Valency factor of hydrogen peroxide is 2. Therefore, volume strength is also given as normality into 5.6. This implies whenever we are talking about volume strength, we have molarity into 11.2, नॉर्मलिटी इंटू 5.6. ठीक है. अब ये फोटोग्राफ का एक साइड है. फोटोग्राफ का एक और साइड ये है कि सर आप इतना टेंशन लेके समझा रहे हैं, हमको समझ में आया, ठीक है, बट आई एम नीट स्टूडेंट, आई वांट ओनली फार्मूला टू सॉल्व द प्रॉब्लम्स. I am IIT main student, I want ready-made formula to go problems. ये सब बेकार है. सिर्फ ये 2 लाइन अगर आप याद रखें तो पूरे problems कर सकते हैं. All the problems of that can be done, but how you are getting, this is the background of that one. I have to explain all of this, and once you understand this, sir, leave it. I will understand X. Remember only this much. What? Volume strength is equal to M into 11.2, right? And at the same time, remember this also. One equation you remember. What? 2H2O2 gives you 2H2O plus O2. It means 2 moles gives you 1 mole of oxygen. All the problems of H2O2, even up to IIT advanced level, can also be done if you remember these expressions. Now, there is a small, beautiful, advantageous point. We are saying volume strength. The strength word is number of times used in solutions chapter, right? In a concentration method, every strength word has different meaning. Try to have a difference between all that. First statement is, what is that? Sir, what is volume strength? Volume strength is equal to molarity into 11.2. Okay, ठीक है. What is volume strength? Normal into 5.6. ये भी ठीक है. Next, no, sir, I am having one more expression called percentage weight by volume strength. यहाँ भी strength का word आएगा. ये volume strength नहीं है. ये volume strength नहीं है. This we have already done in the previous classes. What is this? X grams in 100 ml. X grams in 100 ml. So we are having X grams of solute in 100 ml. That is the meaning of weight by volume strength. ये इसका मतलब अलग है. Volume strength का मतलब अलग चीज है. Volume strength एक specific word है. It is used only with hydrogen peroxide. चलिए. Sometimes we have another word, strength in grams per liter. ऐसा भी देगा. इसको भी strength कहते हैं. ये भी strength है. But it is grams per liter. The practicals में आता है. When you are having grams per liter, then we can say, sir, how many grams in 1 liter? सीधा सीधा है. How many grams in 1 liter? Weight of solute in 1 liter. If you remember the expression for molarity, जरा गौर से देखो यहाँ पे, weight by molecular weight, 1 by volume of solution liters. I am saying X grams in 100 ml, sorry, X grams in 1 liter. So this is grams and this is 1 liter. If you take this, it becomes molarity into molecular weight. Yes, remember, whenever you are writing strength, it is how many grams in 1 liter. No, sir, it can be calculated using molarity into molecular weight or normality into equivalent weight. It is also called strength, but grams per liter. This is called strength, grams per 100 ml. This is called volume strength, specifically applicable only for H2O2. B and C applicable for any solution. A is applicable only for hydrogen peroxide. And that is the story of hydrogen peroxide. Then we have to move for problems. Go ahead.
So you're me in 30 years.
Right.
So you're me in 30 years.
It's hard staring into your eyes. It's too strange.
Your face looks backwards. Do you know what's gonna happen? You done all this already? As me?
I don't want to talk about time travel.
We both know how this has to go down. So why don't you do what old men do and die?
Why don't you just stick your little gun over between your legs and do it, boy?
Is it over?
So you're me in 30 years.
It's hard staring into your eyes. It's too strange.
Your face looks backwards. Do you know what's gonna happen? You done all this already? As me?
I don't want to talk
Mumtaz
about time
Hussain, are
travel.
you writing or simply you're taking
We both know how this
screenshot?
has to go down. So why don't you do what old men do
Done.
and die?
Why don't you just stick your little gun over between your legs and do it,
You said done.
boy?
Please write down notes. Write down notes. Screenshots are not suitable for you.
In the future, time travel is outlawed, used only in secret by the largest criminal organizations. When they need someone gone and they want to erase any trace of the target ever existing, they use specialized assassins like me, called loopers.
You're a looper?
You know what we do? And the only rule is never let
That
your
is only
target
the
escape,
problem, Namita.
even
When
if
you
your
are
target
explaining, if you write what you can understand.
is you.
Go ahead, go
This is
ahead.
not a good thing. My boss will be searching for me till he finds me.
Sweep the streets, get on it.
I'm gonna fix this! I'm gonna find him! I'm gonna kill him!
Hunt them down. But every second that passes is bad.
What's he gonna do?
I'm gonna save your life.
My life! Your life!
I know
Shall
you're
I
not
proceed?
lying when you
Is
say
it
you're gonna
over?
kill this guy.
This is like a nightmare. I'm sorry.
Oh my god!
Now, come to problems. Azhar, over. Fine. Okay, come on. Come to problem number 1. Calculate the strength of 30 volume H2O2 in terms of percentage strength, weight by volume, molarity, normality, strength in grams per liter. He has given all the things, right? For solving problems, I have to decrease the size of slide. Wait a minute. Come on. Now we can proceed. Question number 1. Calculate the strength of 30 volume H2O2 in terms of all this. So whenever you have such type of problem, it is first very much easy if you go to molarity, right? So I'll go like this. Sir, we have the formula. Volume strength is equal to molarity into dash 11.2. Right. Now, what is volume strength? 30. Therefore, molarity. All of you, are you able to see the screen? Okay,
Yes,
fine.
sir.
Molarity into 11.2. This implies I got molarity. Okay, fine. Once you have molarity, normality is equal to molarity into valency factor. I got this answer also. Next is asking strength grams per liter. See, I am going in different way. This is first I have done C bit here. Then I have gone to this one. It is comfortable to me to go like this. Now what I'll do, I'll write this one D bit strength in grams per liter. How do you proceed? Very simple, sir. This is to be done molarity into molecular weight. Just now we have learned molarity into molecular weight. What is this molarity? You have calculated, sir. This is 30 by 11.2. What is molecular weight? 30. A. What is A? A is weight by volume percentage. What is the meaning of that? How many grams in 100 ml? Meaning, how many grams in 100 ml? Okay. Now the question is, sir, we are having this one. What is the answer here? Sir, I got alpha answer. Alpha grams in 1 liter. Okay. Alpha grams in 1 liter. No. It is 1000 ml. ठीक है. अब जरा ये देखिए. How many grams in 100 ml you are asking? 100 ml. ये तो बिल्कुल सुपरमार्केट हो गया सर. Answer is alpha by 10. Come on, go ahead. Mumtaz, go ahead.
Shay. Tula. Yila. Use.
Next, shall I proceed? If you are getting some other answer, please check your calculations. Done. Fine. Fine. See the screen. See the screen properly. Wajid, see the screen properly. Everything is there here. A, I have solved.
और बहुत बार हैंड आती है
Okay.
आ रही नहीं आवाज ये एक पूरा फोन आता देखो कभी वो कब तो आता था
Those students who are
आता था
having some
पूरा देखो
problem in
गाड़ी की स्थिति
understanding,
आवाज आ
question
रही
number
देखो
2, again I am doing.
देखो
Same
सिर्फ बच्ची
question,
की
it should be given actually homework. But some of you are saying, what is this and what is that? Whenever volume strength is given to you, first go to molarity. Volume strength is equal to molarity into 11.2. Implies molarity is equal to volume strength. How much it is? 56 by 11.2. I got some number. This is called alpha.
Time travel.
Next,
Not
he is
yet been
asking
invented.
normality. Normality is
30
equal
years
to
from now,
molarity into
it will
valency
have been.
factor. What is molarity? Alpha. What is
It will
valency
be
factor? Hydrogen peroxide. This is 2 alpha. Next, he is talking about, let us go ahead, no problem, go ahead. He is talking about grams per liter, strength in grams per liter. What is that? Molarity into molecular mass. Molarity 2 alpha into 34. What is the answer? Beta. Now he's saying percentage weight by volume is equal to strength in grams per liter divided by 10.
Time travel.
Answer
has not
is
yet been invented.
beta by 10.
But 30 years from now, it will have been. It will be instantly
Go ahead.
outlawed, used only in secret by the largest criminal organizations. It's nearly impossible to dispose of a body in the future. I'm told. Tagging techniques.
वाजिद, what is the meaning of gram per liter बेटा? तक खोल के समझाना है बेटा, क्यों ऐसे परेशान कर रहे हैं
They use
आप?
specialized
ग्राम्स पर लीटर का
assassins in
मतलब
our
है
prison.
कितने ग्राम्स 1000 ml में है.
And so,
हो गया,
my
क्वेश्चन सॉल्व कर
employers
दिए,
in the
बीटा आया.
future nabbed the
अब
target.
पूछ रहा हूं मैं
They
आपको
zapped
कितने
back to
ग्राम
me.
100 ml में है.
He appears, hands tied and head sacked.
1000 ml में 1000 ml consist of X.
Collect myself.
100 ml consist of how much?
So the target is vanished
क्या
from the
करना?
future. And I've just disposed of a body that technically does not exist. Clean.
चलिए, ओके, राइट. समीर दीन, थोड़ा देखो बेटा, आंखें खोल के देखो, आंखें खोल के देखो. मुफीद सुफियान, you are all saying same thing. Molarity, I got some number. Normality is 2 alpha. देखो बेटा, प्लीज आंखें खोल के देखो, आंखें खोल के देखो, आंखें खोल के देखो. चश्मा है तो चश्मा लगा के देखो. थोड़ा सा आराम से करो, ऐसा भागने की क्या जरूरत है. करेक्ट कर दो, खत्म हो गई बात. कर लो, आप उसे सही करो, चेक करो, आंसर खत्म हो गया. आंसर देखो, आ गया. वेरी गुड, गो अहेड. आई हैव रिटन 2 अल्फा देयर. ओके, गो अहेड, आप कीजिए, करके बोले सर मेरा आंसर आ गया. खत्म हो गई बात. समझ में आई बात? यहाँ का 2 अल्फा देख के बोल रहे हैं लोग कि 2 अल्फा ठीक है, हमको मोलैरिटी क्या चाहिए, अल्फा है, लिखिए आगे बढ़िए, बात खत्म हो गई, सिंपल है, इसको लंबा खींचना नहीं है भाई, हम काम खत्म करना है, आपको आ गया, माई जॉब इज ओवर, वेरी गुड वेरी गुड, that is the only job that you should understand. Yes sir, I got it, finished. Come on, question number 3. Wait a minute, थोड़ा ठहरिए. Question number 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Take it as homework. Very good, very good. Those who have done third question, very good. Go ahead, just take screenshot of all the questions and this will be your homework. Question number 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 are homework. Those who have done 3, come on, go to 4, 5, 6 and check the answers. Very simple, you people are genius. Shall I proceed? Is it over? Screenshot have been taken. Shall I proceed to? Yes. Fine. Done. Are you able to see the other screen now? Just check up whether the screen has been changed. Yes, this was the question. No? Fine, fine. Wait a minute. Is it now visible? Okay, come on. You were talking about question number 26 yesterday. Somehow I don't know what happened in between. The meeting has been stopped. Chaliye. Question number 26. '26 question is having a new concept. We have learned already in our notes. We have written that one. Today, let us try to apply that one. How to proceed? When we are writing notes, we have written one typical rule that was Dulong and Petit's rule. If you are able to recall, it's okay. Otherwise, I'll write once again. There is a rule known as Dulong and Petit's rule. Remember that this rule is applicable only for solids. It's applicable only for solids. Right. Now, this rule says that atomic weight into specific heat is equal to 6.4. There are 3 points which you have to remember regarding Dulong and Petit's rule. Point number 1, applicable for solids. Point number 2, this will never give you exact value of atomic weight. Therefore, the formula is like this. Approximate atomic weight into specific heat. Remember, this is important here. This formula will never give you the exact value of atomic weight. It will give you the approximate value of atomic weight. Approximate atomic weight into specific heat is known as 6.4. Point number 3. Point number 3 is the specific heat should be measured always in terms of calories per gram per Kelvin. Specific heat must be measured always in terms of calories per gram per Kelvin. Right? Come on. Now, if you want to solve the problem, let us see how to proceed this problem number 26. A solid element has specific heat 1 joule per gram per Kelvin. See, joule given. I want calorie. He has given joule. No problem. If equivalent weight of element is 9, find the atomic weight. Now, what is the meaning of find the atomic weight? He's asking exact atomic weight. He don't want approximate atomic weight. So I'll do like this. First of all, what I say, approximate atomic weight is equal to 6.4 by dash. Now 6.4 by specific heat. What is specific heat? 1 joule, right? 1 calorie is equal to 4.186 joules. joules. But in problems, I don't take that much number. We don't take this much number. We say, sir, 4.2. Okay, 4.2 is okay. Now, if it is 1 joule, we have to divide it. So I should say 1 divided by 4.2. This 4.2 comes up. Okay. Now it is 6.4 by specific heat. Specific heat has been changed. I got the answer. What is the answer? 6.4 into 4.2. I got some number. Right? 6.4 into 4.2. I got 26.88. Fine. It is called approximate value of atomic weight. It is approximate value of atomic weight. Now, what is exact value of atomic weight? Just don't simply say, okay, sir, 27, 6.88 means 27, right? How do you proceed for that? For that purpose, what we do, we'll proceed like this. We know equivalent weight is equal to atomic weight by valence. Atomic weight by valence, right? Now, suppose, for example, if you want to take equivalent weight is equal to atomic weight by valence, then what to do? Okay, sir, equivalent weight, is it given to you? Yes, 9 is equal to atomic weight. What is atomic weight? 26.88. Suppose, for example, if you are using exactly 4.186, then we can proceed like this. Sir, we are having 26.79. 26.79. This number comes if I am using 4.186. And if I'm using 4.2, I'm getting to 26.88. And Abdul Hannan, you are overacting. Please don't write anything which is not necessary to me. Right? Let us try to concentrate on that what we want to learn. Fine. Other things are waste of your time and waste of my time also. Now, once you're having this one, then we can say, sir, we have to find out valence. Okay. This is equal to, valency is equal to 26.79 or 26.88, depending upon what value you have taken, by 9. I'll make it divided by 9. Divided by 9. It becomes 2.98. It becomes as 2.98. Something like this. Now, at this stage, you have to say, sir, valency cannot be fractional. Valency should be always non-fractional number. This implies, what is this? Approximate valency. What is this? It is approximate valency. Therefore, exact valency is equal to 3. This implies exact atomic weight is equal to, what is atomic weight? Equivalent weight into valency. What is equivalent weight? 9, right? Into, what is this? 3. What is the answer? 26. This is called exact atomic weight. This is called approximate atomic weight. remember, as a formality of completing the discussion, I have taken this problem into account. आपको idea आना कि what is the meaning of a approximate value, how to use Dulong and Pettis rule, but nowadays it is outdated. This is a completely outdated discussion. Just एक problem करेंगे, हाँ हमको मालूम है कि Dulong and Pettis rules क्या है. That's all. For that purpose, I have taken one problem. Usually ऐसे problems नहीं आते हैं. पहले आते थे. ऑलरेडी आई हैव कनेक्टेड बेटा, आप अपने काम में रहिए, सब हो गया, एडमिटेड हो गया, मैं आपको ऑनलाइन रखा हूँ, लोग आ गए हैं. सो नुमैर, you do your job. He is already there inside, I think, because it's over. I have kept room open. Everyone can come inside. There is no problem. आप अपने काम में रहिए बेटा. जी है, समझ में. Is it over? Fine. And that is the end of stoichiometry 2. Concept of equivalent is very, very, very important. Right? You have to go on solving the problems of concept of equivalence. Coming week, we are having examination based upon stoichiometry 2 only. A few questions, 1 or 2 questions may be there from the previous topics, but majority of the questions will be from stoichiometry 2 only. Right? Monday, we'll start, inshallah, stoichiometry 3. Thank you. Assalamu alaikum.